In the upper left, we've got the legend, a 4-time GSL champion. He is
LGIM MVP.
And in the bottom left, a champion of GSL before, but eager to catch up and outdo his opponent right now and become ranked #1 in the GSL. He is
MVP DongRaeGu.
I feel like we're already in the GSL finals or something.
I know, right? Well, this is like a finals you would dream for, right? You'd wish that this would be a finals. All right, this could be a 2 barracks play. It's definitely not double 11.
We can't glean too much from this.
Yeah. In fact, the fact that it's there, it is going to be 2 barracks play, but it's not going to be like an all-anyone. It's going to be a high economy 2 racks.
Again, this map very good for rushing. There's Terran against Zerg. We've seen many people, not even just MVP, we've seen Marine King do this and have success.
Sure.
Back when Nada was in Codes, we saw that. Whatever happened to Nada?
Nada's going to do his military service, I believe, and I think I heard something about him maybe coaching an LOL team, but that might not be right. I'm not completely sure.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I forgot about that. That's right. He never did his, he's so jacked, I always assumed that he'd already did his military service.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean?
A lot of these older pros still need to do it. Like Julyzerg recently retiring to do it.
In case you guys didn't know, there's 2 years compulsory military service for all Korean citizens.
Yep. Now, guys, that Overlord saw the 1 racks, but the timing of it and the fact that it's in that location, he knows for a fact it's going to be a 2 racks play. He doesn't need to go any further. He doesn't want to risk losing the Overlord. So, really nice play there by DRG.
And MVP's going to apply a reasonable amount of pressure, nothing too much. Just to force Zerg to make more Zerglings than drones.
Yeah. And we'll see how well he holds this, and we'll see how much MVP actually commits, because there's so many different ways you can do this. You can send 1 SCV, 2 SCVs, 3 SCVs, all your SCVs, whatever you want, you know?
Yeah, you totally can. Nice control here by DRG, actually. And he's going to get that SCV. Oh!
Ooh,
got one drone.
The drone.
Don't want to lose that.
Oh, that's good for MVP.
He's going to try to get this next drone. Oh, he whips
so
it.
Close. Really nice micro by these guys so far.
Tenling's about to hatch.
Yeah,
and MVP's going to turn around.
And
wisely so.
He's already started his command center anyways. So he's killed a drone. He's made him lose some mining time. He's forced a lot of lings. He's slowed down the queens. He's forced a spine crawler. There's nothing bad about what MVP just did, except for DRG.
Right. All right, now it looks like he's going to try to come in here from behind. This is super smart by DRG.
Now, Tasteless.
Yeah?
You think he'll throw up another command center?
You know what? Call me crazy, Artosis. I think he will.
He's still doing some pretty decent pressure
here. So he's going to come in here and sandwich this. This is going to be bad news for MVP. Oh, all right, he's looping around.
All right. He's going to want to just trade as best he can. He knows these Marines are dead. He's doing an okay job considering. In fact, another 2 Marines coming down.
Actually, really nice splitting here.
Yeah.
Wow, MVP really...
it's surprising how much...
milking out every little bit of his units.
Yeah.
All right, finally this Marine is going to go down. And you can see MVP stops micro.
Only 1 ling left. Pretty good.
I can't believe how much he actually killed there.
Oh, Tasteless.
Oh,
I almost called you crazy, but there's someone after 2 racksing went for 2 command centers.
I've never seen this ever before in my entire life.
I can't believe this is revolutionary. Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow, nice.
I love that right there.
That was really really well done.
Yeah, that was super nice. You know, normally people be like, I'll walk up and around, and then they won't make it.
Right.
And Overlord gets away. Not
very
this
decisive decision making there.
MVP, you know what? Here's the thing. MVP is the supreme ruler of his army.
Yeah,
there's no back and forth. It's not like
he's
the Marines,
a tyrant nerd, man. This ain't no democracy.
The Marines don't request for the command center to lift, and the command center then goes and decides, I don't really want to lift, then asks MVP. No. They work together seamlessly.
All All right. We've even seen some players go 4 command center.
That's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think it's actually good.
Who's the last person we saw do that? Was
Finn.
it Colt?
It was Finn.
Oh, it was Finn. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I know that.
Look at you and your good memory.
My little satisfied groan. You got 2 more barracks coming down here. Actually, 2 more factories as well. So he's going to go for a pretty hardcore Marine siege tank push here with medevacs.
Yeah, it might be. You think he might go into Blue Flame plus Reactor Hellion?
Oh, he could do that too.
Yeah. Sure. You do that with some Marine backup. You can put on a lot of pressure, especially if they don't make any Banes or Roaches. If they go just Lings, that can
you can melt that down.
You can melt it down.
What's so funny?
You melt no, just the meltdown. You melt it down like I melt down all my U.S. money to make Korean money with. It's like, why don't you just trade in?
Oh my God, you're a genius. All right, so let's see. Yeah, he might actually go for the Blue Flame Hellion.
I think he might. Yeah, in fact, he's going to. Look at that. So,
wowzers.
Yeah, and I mean, this is going to be a nice little pressure play by him. I don't expect it to kill DRG, but there's definitely the possibility you can get a little lead with it. As of right now, I mean...
And he is going to do it. Yep.
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Everything looking pretty good. Pretty much exactly how you would expect it here. It's when you 2-racks, you don't kill him, you go triple command, and oftentimes double fact.
Right.
Because that can give you back some map control for a bit and then catch you up on siege tanks later on.
Sure.
I mean, everything's looking pretty good. I would love to see the Marine Marauder Medevac Blue Flame Hellion style.
Yeah.
We rarely see that anymore, but it's fun to watch. I enjoy watching it.
More bunkers. 2 bunkers here. Very nicely defended. He's not going to show him any Hellions, by the way. He wants to kind of, when he busts out, he wants it to be a bit of a surprise here. See if he can't catch DRG off guard. Now, here's the problem, though. If you go for mass Hellions, guys, then your siege tanks are out very late. So late games are going to have a little bit of an edge if you don't do enough damage.
Certainly. You definitely have to kill off at least a big chunk of their army with this. Now, he has, let's take a look. He's going to be moving out with probably 8 Blue Flame Hellions and 18 Marines. So this is going to be kind of scary. He is starting some Banes.
Does he have any upgrades on the Marines?
No.
No combat shield or anything?
None whatsoever.
I've seen this with combat shield before. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that one is a little bit crazy. Normally that's with Reactor Hellion.
Yeah.
Now, this is pretty decent. There's no Roaches. There's very few Spines.
There's some Banelings.
He's going to deal... I feel like he can do a really good job with this.
All right, the Lings are going to come up here from behind. Is he going to go over the 3rd?
The Banelings are coming down, and he does surround for a second, but then does run away. Oh, a little bit indecisive here by DRG.
MVP looking very strong going for these Banelings before they hatch. More Banelings, 3 of them coming here from the left. Waiting for the 2-2 complete, and they both complete. And, the Hellions kiting like that, they're just going to do too much damage. But I think this is going to be it for MVP. He's going to have to turn around, actually.
Yeah, and, okay, so let's see here. I want to take a look at the units lost tab. It was pretty reasonable overall.
Yeah, sure.
It's like 2,000 resources lost to 1,200. It's not too bad. And he still has all his Hellions, which is going to be pretty useful. Now, we do have Infestor Tech on the way for DRG. MVP continued to push forward a bit. Mostly Blue Flame Hellions at this point, so he still has to be really careful. In fact, losing these Queens would be terrible. He cannot do that.
Doing a lot of damage over here. I thought this tech was almost done, but I guess I was wrong. The Queen's both still alive now. One taken out. Nice backing up there. The Queen melted.
And MVP continued to put on really good pressure with these. Without any Baneling speed, without any Roaches, these Blue Flame Hellions are really, really scary. In fact, he's going to force a cancel on the 4th.
Yeah.
In fact,
one of the rare moments. Oh my God. It's like the first time I've seen a Hellion kill up the hatchery.
Yes. And, well, I mean, this is getting pretty annoying for MVP here. I mean, for DRG here. And look at that. He might even take out some Queens, but no, it looks like he's just going to...
Lings are coming down here now. All right, he needs to get a surround here with these Lings. He can do it. But, this angle, again, is pretty good for the Hellions. So the Hellions doing more damage than we would have expected here. More hatchery about to be planted. Sorry, go ahead.
All said and done, as far as units lost go, they stayed at the same amount difference.
We checked something
but
here.
Killing the hatchery is a big deal.
Worker count at pretty even too, 62 to 69, with MVP having that 62. The creep didn't take too much damage here, and there is a Roach Warren now on the way.
I don't know that he's going to use that for real. Maybe he will.
Is that just like a just in case?
Oh, you know what? It's because MVP is going into mech, and I think he suspected this. Oh, no. He flew something across. Okay, because I was like, huh. But he saw that MVP's going into mech, so you need to get your roach run, you need to get your roach speed, because there's times where you just need roaches.
Yeah, and he needs to upgrade those roaches too, which is why we just saw +1 range finish.
Yeah. And so now at this point, DRG going into his hive with a late 4th, also took a 5th, same time as remaking his 4th because he knows he needs to catch up in that way.
Yep.
But the Blue Flame Hellions are still going to cause problems for that because he doesn't want to make too many roaches or anything right now. He's going to have to catch them with some fungals.
As you can see now, Queens just trying to push this creep out. I actually think DRG still has a very good chance of winning this.
Sure.
I thought early on that this is going to be MVP's map. I thought he was going to play very well. I feel like DRG is looking so solid right now.
He is. And you know what? His Spire and his Hive are about to finish. He just caught the Hellions, which is exactly what he needs to do right now with that fungal, as mentioned previously. And I mean, he is looking good. He's got a lot of infestors, 8 with 3 more on the way, and he's going to have that Greater Spire pretty soon. He should start it any second.
Yeah, for sure. He's getting burrow as well here, which would be great against a meching player. You can burrow some lings against at that 4th base to stop Command Center from landing there. Although, as I say that now, I see that it looks like MVP's already moving over there to claim that location as his own.
Still, burrow going to be a useful thing for the infestors as well as hiding drones from Blue Flame Hellions.
The real danger about meching on this map, in my opinion, is that when the Terran takes the 4th base, that little cavity just right below MVP's 4th base, he can actually put banelings over there, and it's actually very difficult to deal with. Broodlords? Did I say banelings? I'm sorry, Broodlords. Like, I don't know why. I
thought you were going to say Broodlords just hit banelings. I'm like, maybe you know something I don't. But
no, sorry. I meant to say Broodlords. I don't know how that came out.
No, it's very true. That forces you to engage them mostly with just Vikings, which is kind of what they want. If they can range out your Thors at all, that's going to be really helpful. All right, well, MVP is actually hitting a really sweet spot timing right here. This is really good by MVP. Even though he's not maxed out right now with mech, which normally you want, it's right before this Greater Spire's finish. And, this is just great for him so far. Yeah, really nice. Coming up here, the Infestor's taking a lot of damage here. It looks like 1 or 2 are going to be taken out. Nope, they all managed to survive that so far. He's cleaning up all the creep, all the hard work from DRG now, pushing farther and farther down right now. Nice fungal there on that army, softening it up tremendously. MVP trying to split up his army as best he can. And another fungal over here. Yep. I think he's going to wait until DRG's going to wait until MVP's all the way across the map. Is this burrow really going to be useful now? Throws infested Terrans up.
Beautiful here, throwing all of his energy into these infested Terrans, and that's right when those siege tanks are in siege mode, and now everything Terran dies, and the Broodlord tech is going to be absolutely incredible here. I'm sorry, Terran actually survived.
He has a few units
left. Thought he was actually going to lose everything there.
Those will die in a second.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, even if he rallies down, the Roach is about to pop out, the Broodlords, the Lings that are already out.
Right.
He can clean up this
Roach is coming here too, 12 of them.
Yeah. And luckily for MVP, he is already starting good Viking production, 3 at a time right now. Does he have double reactors on his starports? No, he doesn't. So yeah, he can make 3 at a time. Still holding his position reasonably well.
Really bad rally here by DRG. It looks like the Broodlord's almost done though. Where are the 6 Vikings? Where are they actually?
They are back at home near the 4th base.
Okay, he really should actually send them over here.
Yeah,
these Broodlords are going to clean up everything over here. And this
the thing is, if he doesn't lose this army he has there, then he's still going to be in good shape. But if he loses that, I feel like that's going to give DRG a nice edge.
All right, he's doing a good job here. The Linksman here to block. But he can just stop all these units from getting home. And the Vikings are coming down now. But are they going to get there in time? Not enough Broodlords, actually.
Yeah, they're being pushed back by these Thors very, very well right now.
Kind of a rare sight here to see Thors really outdoing Broodlords. All right, now we have Infestors coming up here. Does he have enough for Fungals, though, on those Vikings?
Well, he doesn't have much energy left. MVP has successfully hidden the Vikings for a bit. Looks like he wasn't aware that he was going to have to fight against this many. And in fact, the Broodlords are gone at this point, but he's basically killed off the army again.
Yeah, I mean, it's what? It's like 3 tanks, a Thor, and a few Hellions?
So, I mean, MVP can continue really scrappy play and continue to try to push across the map instead of go home and let DRG build up as well, which I think that's what he's going to do because there's no infestor energy.
There are not enough, as many workers, I believe, at the 4th base here. for MVP. I don't think he's really using it that well.
Yeah, he's not. He's dropping mules there, basically.
All right, here we go. The Roach is now coming here. And it looks like this is going to be it. He is going to clean up the Smack army, and that's going to make MVP's fourth base incredibly vulnerable.
Yeah, he can actually move across the map now, and it's going to be hard for MVP to actually block everything. Look at this supply. 94 to 186.
Oh, man.
And now 188, so now it's twice the supply, Tasteless.
Wowzers.
I mean, this is definitely looking like a DRG victory at this point.
Yeah, I think basically MVP is done. I'm not sure how DRG wants to end this game. If I were him, I would just go take out the fourth base. There's actually not a lot of workers there to repair it.
If he could actually kill that, that would be just gigantic, I would say. You know what? I think he has to make like an ultimate army to truly finish this off, because if you get a little bit too aggressive with Roach Ling, then basically ground mech can slaughter that, and suddenly MVP can be feeling all right about the game.
Sure.
But if he doesn't waste any of that and just uses that for backup for the rest of his stuff, like maybe uses a little bit of it for harass to get rid of some of the supply to get more broods. But if he waits for a good Broodlord, Corruptor, Infestor army with good energy, MVP is going to have a very tough time dealing with that.
Well, you know, DRG, to his credit, actually, he said, I don't want to attack into that. MVP is basically done. I'm just going to go back. I'm going to take more of the bottom right side of the map, which is going to make it even more nightmarish for MVP to deal with, because MVP, what, are you going to send a few Hellions down there? Oh, now that he's maxed out, he wants to free up the supply. Don't make no mistake, and he will. Now he's going to go in here and kill off whatever he can while he makes more Corruptors and more Broodlords.
And in fact, well, he's losing a lot of the Roaches, but does it really matter? Look at this, just Corruptors and Broodlords, as you said, Tasteless, being made behind it.
And he'll be able to drop into this area later on.
And he's doing a little bit of damage at least as well.
That's so smart. Just going to get the gas here.
Yeah, why not? It's an important resource.
Nicely done. Burrow being utilized here. Oh, man, MVP.
MVP is pretty good.
MVP's going to have to face off against either Young or Creator, excuse me.
Yeah. Hard to say who, in fact.
Yeah, it's a really tough call. But finally, these Roaches are going to be cleaned up. And as you can see, the damage they've already dealt is more than enough.
But you know what? I mean, DRG, he has a lot of bases now. And he's mining very nicely. But MVP is adding some Ravens. He's getting his Seeker Missile. He already has the Corvid Reactor. If, for some reason, DRG loses this army, then MVP will have an ultimate.
You absolutely could have an army that would turn around and try to take this out. It's one of the problems though for Mech is they're not the best when it comes to counterattacking.
Yeah.
I don't know about MVP splitting his army up. I think he's convinced that only one of those armies is going to be engaged.
Yeah, you know what?
There's not really any room to sneak around on this map. I mean, the entire map is covered in creep.
Well, he's definitely sneaking around with at least some siege tanks, and those are going to actually kill off a couple bases, so now he has to stay alive at home. I actually kind of like this time. I normally don't, but he has 20 siege tanks. There's no reason.
Yeah. All right, Bungle coming down here. A lot of defensive Terrans thrown up.
Ooh, that was a lot of Infestors that just went down. That was a lot of Infestors.
That was a big number there. And now we have more. Okay, it looks like he's going to back up now.
You know what? And if he goes home with that and then does another attack like this on the other side, MVP is being
so smart,
so clever. Oh my God, he's being so clever right now. It's kind of like what Gumiho was doing, but he's doing it better.
He could even get the Greater Spire over here if he wanted to.
But the Broodlords are coming. He's going to lose that whole group of tanks. He has to be careful. He can't lose every tank he has. But in fact, he's attacking with the other group as well. Thing is, he's not really targeting anything down. He needs to target hatches.
He needs to get hatches. He needs to get drones. He needs to get key tech structures. He might get the Baneling Nest, but
This is going to bring him down very low in the siege tank count.
I like the idea of this, but it didn't really work. Roach Warren is going to go down as well. More Hellions coming over here. All right, Broodling's taking care of these siege tanks, and I think we're having a little bit of lag on at least my screen. The game is not lagging, however, just it was a little bit of a delay. I think everything's fine though. Anyways, I like what MVP was trying to do. It didn't really work.
Well, he bought a lot of time, right? And now he's about to have 9 Ravens, and 9 Ravens plus he's about to have 17 Vikings. He's gonna do fine against the air army, it seems. You know, Seeker Missiles are pretty darn good when you have a bunch of them.
All right, he's sitting on more Hellions here. This is a weird game because I gotta say, MVP is doing a really good job despite I thought him being dead
Yeah,
like a long time ago.
You know what? Those
But
multi-pronged attacks actually really paid off. They bought him the time he needed for this ultimate arc.
It's really smart because the Broodlords can't be everywhere at once. They're like incredibly slow.
And in fact, he probably should have just attacked while he was being attacked.
That's exactly
everywhere.
what he should have done.
But you know what? I thought for sure he would continue to attack, but we'll see how this works. Watch this now. The ultimate battle. Secret missiles should be coming out.
Secret missiles are coming out, and actually a really good amount of damage is being dealt to those Corruptors.
And that is a lot of Vikings FPS. Be careful, those Infested Terrans at +3. And a lot of these attacks actually being caught by point defense drones at this moment.
Well, the Vikings are getting shot down. Don't forget there are queens here.
You know, these Infested Terrans have done such a great job. I feel like he should have maybe backed up here. I think he overdid it just a little bit here.
He just keeps transfusing those Broodlords as they're trying to be targeted down.
And it looks like DRG will break him, but just barely so.
Yeah.
That almost went in MVP's favor. Really great job by
Talk
MVP.
about epic, man.
Yeah.
And here's the problem. Once you get to the factory, it's game over.
Yeah. What can he actually do here? I mean, even if he kills off this army, DRG, despite all the harassment, still has a very strong economy at home.
And that was a smart move to use the last of his Infestor energy up on those factories here. GG. Nicely done.
Yeah, DRG advances from the group in first place, putting all those naysayers down.
Yeah,
Winning
nicely done.
Tough group without losing a single game.
I'm really impressed with DRG today. He is kicking ass.
He truly is.
He really is. MVP clearly not happy with that. MVP not playing as well as I think he normally does.
Yeah.
He's 1-4 right now.
No, he won 2 games against Beyond.
Oh no, excuse me. What am I saying?
He's 2 and 3.
2-3. Excuse me.
1-4. That means
why would he be in the winners match? Sorry. Okay, so up next, got a sick match, Artosis.
Yes, indeed we do. Byung against Creator could go either way.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. We'll go to that game after this 5-minute break. So stay tuned.